Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As being part of the Studygram community, I have collected over 50 notebooks in the past year, and seriously, till this day, most of them still remains to be empty. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a ton of ways to fill out some of your empty notebooks. The first notebook I have here has very thick pages, and knowing me, I'm not an artist at all and definitely can't draw or paint. So I like to use this for occasionally practicing some watercolor and calligraphy, but most of the time I just like to use it for creating swatches for certain pens I own, such as these metallic brush pens from XX Castle. Another way you can fill your notebook is by creating plans and goals. For instance, if you play a specific instrument such as the piano, flute, or clarinet, you can probably dedicate a notebook to setting daily goals for each practice session. And I try to do this as often as possible for my piano practices. The next way you can fill a notebook is by using it as a journal to record experiences and memories. This is the one that I had since January of this year. I journal a bit differently than what majority of you may assume, and my way of doing it is kind of very similar to the bullet journal system. If you have a current planner lying around somewhere in your house, instead of letting it go to waste, try using it to record your gratitudes every night before going to bed. By doing this, I find myself being a much more positive person on a daily basis. If you have an old bullet journal notebook that you no longer use, I recommend that you use it to practice some sort of an art. For instance, I've always been a big fan of modern calligraphy, so the notebook here was dedicated to practicing that up to around April of this year. The Moleskin notebook I own here also functions very similar to the previous one I've shown. Instead of using it just to practice a certain skill, I use this notebook solely dedicated to my Instagram live stories. I often do them around 3 times a week, each lasting 40 minutes or so it doesn't take that long for me to fill it up. So if you have any school notebooks lying around, it is obvious that you use it dedicating it to your academic studies. For instance, you can use one per subject, or what I usually like to do, one notebook per novel study we do. So for people who collect grid or dotted notebooks, looks at myself right now, I definitely recommend starting a bullet journal if you don't have one already. So the bullet journal system is a really flexible system created by writer Carols to help organize the life of everyone and anyone. So if you'd like more information on that, you can check out the official bullet journal website below. As for everyone, people usually have a planner, or if not multiple. So this isn't really a suggestion, but I highly recommend that you get a planner and use it to maximize more time and productivity. The one I use is from Personal Planners, which from the name, you can tell that it allows you to customize your own planner with some unique touches. Moving on, I really like the idea of goals. So I have this notebook dedicated to goal setting. So for example, here I'm showing a list mind map full of things that I want to accomplish this summer. This next one isn't really common, but if for some odd reason you have a Happy Planner or Erin Condren Life Planner lying around your house, I highly recommend that you use it for daily chronological planning. And what this means is that each night you would spend a few minutes or a maximum of 10 planning how you want your next day to look like in chronological order from date to night. Of course, there is so much more you can do and explore with these plain notebooks. Here's a few more examples. You can use it to track your happy mails, if you love online shopping like me, or you can use a notebook for tracking your foreign language studies and progresses, one for creating calm and extravagant art pieces, and one for rating and summarizing books. If you guys have any other ideas regarding what you can do to fill out empty notebooks, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. As usual, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my previous videos, and all my social medias will be linked in the description box below. Bye guys!